The talented cheerleaders of Navarro College flipped their way into our hearts during a pandemic when we were all more than happy to be binge watching TV on the couch at home. And now the talented athletes are taking the show on the road and making a final stop here in Raleigh, North Carolina. I am thrilled to welcome Navarro College's head cheerleading coach, Monica Aldama, to my Carolina. Thank you so much for being here. I'm a super fan.
Oh, goodness. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to hear that.
Yes, again, everyone here knows when first season came out, I geeked out and I told everyone my friends to watch it. And I was like, this is the best show ever. So let's talk about the whirlwind your life has been since 2020 when the show first came out. Tell me what that was like and how you and your athletes have sort of adjusted to being in the public eye.
Well, we definitely were not prepared for that because I had been working on this project for a long time. I honestly thought that maybe people in the cheer community would watch it and that, nobody else would be interested. And so we were caught by surprise at how big it got and how popular it was. So we honestly went from 0 to 100 and everything was happening so fast. And we were trying to keep up with the press. And at the same time, we were actually, had a full-time job and we were in Daytona season, getting ready for the next season. So I think the fact that we were in Daytona season kept us very focused because at the end of the day, we do have big goals. And when we were in practice, all of the outside noise was outside. And then, of course, we went into a pandemic. So we went back to zero really fast.
We all went back to zero really fast. But of course, for your athletes, they're used to that in and out all day training. They're dedicated to it. Now, season 2 recently came out on Netflix. Of course, it had a totally different set of struggles. Season 1 was full of drama and injuries, but season 2 was mid-pandemic, and the competition between you and your rivals down the road, Trinity Valley, has the reaction been any different to season 2 so far?
I've gotten a lot of love from since season 2 came out, and I think just the struggles that we went through, just a lot of support for making it through a really tough couple of years.
It has been a tough couple of years on many levels for you guys. So let's talk about this live show. You guys are hitting the road this summer. What made you guys want to, or even think that a cheerleading show could go on the road around the country and just show off some amazing cheerleading athletes?
Well, after the show came out in 2020, we were approached with a ton of opportunities, and this is one of those opportunities. And it was actually so exciting to even think about putting something that we're so passionate about and that we love to do on a stage like this, because it gives these athletes an opportunity to go beyond college cheerleading, because there's not a lot of opportunities beyond that besides just coaching. And it also gives us the ability to go out there and do what we love without the stress of competition or a score sheet or having to stay inside the box of certain guidelines. And so we're very excited about it, that we are going to be able to entertain everybody on a whole nother level.
I bet it's going to be quite the show. And like you said, it's not a traditional cheerleading competition. You guys aren't competing. There's no scores. So what will people be able to experience at these performances, at this big, jaw-dropping show you guys are putting on?
Well, we're hoping to take you on a journey about cheerleading, the history of cheerleading, all the aspects of cheerleading, and hope that you leave, laughing, crying, jumping out of your seat, feeling all of the emotions, and just feeling really good when you leave. It's going to be a lot of fun.
These athletes they're phenomenal. They are so talented and so dedicated. Tell me about some of the athletes that are going to be hitting the road with you on this tour. It's some of the ones from the show and some we may not have seen before.
Yes. So this is actually going to be a tour with some of the best athletes in the country. It's obviously you're going to see some familiar faces from Navarro College. You're going to see some familiar faces from Trinity Valley. So you're going to have Gabby, Morgan, Maddie, James, Cassidy, Jill, Angel from TVCC, Dee, Jaron, just really some of the best athletes in the country that are at just a whole nother level.
They are mind-blowing. Well, that's really interesting that you guys are sort of teaming up with Trinity Valley. I know you have that very intense rivalry that really boils over in Daytona year after year. How has it been having the athletes sort of work together on something like this?
Well, we actually are right down the road from them. And so they are friends outside of, competing against each other. They also do all-star cheerleading. So a lot of them do compete together on in the all-star world.
So it is going to be a busy summer. You guys kick things off June 1st, and then it feels like you literally have a show just from spot to spot to spot. How are you guys going to manage this schedule? Because that's got to be grueling work for some of these performers.
Yeah, well, we're cheerleaders are used to that fast-paced work every day mentality, so that's not going to be a problem. We're just really blessed to be working with Live Nation, and they have us from one place to the other on time. So I have full faith that we'll be there and ready to go.
Well, we are thrilled here in Raleigh that you're going to make your last stop here July 17th at Red Hat Amphitheater. I'm going to get my tickets. I've got my daughters coming. We'll bring Angela and Turner from News, big cheerleader fans, super talented cheerleader there. You're going to keep an eye out for that, Turner, right?
Yes, I am.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Angela will as well. And of course, let's just see, a spoiler alert. Do you guys have anything in the works for Cheer Season 3? Because as the #1 fan in the world, I would like to know.
We are just very happy to be processing Season 2 and getting ready for Daytona season. And that's about all I got.
Well, as your #1 fan, I will be cheering you guys on. I know this season is going to be phenomenal. You guys are going to do great in Daytona. I'll be watching, of course. And thank you again so much for your time today. I cannot wait to see you and all your cheerleaders in Raleigh on July 17th. Thank you again so much for your time today, Monica. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.